I'm a person who practices what I preach, and I try and go out there and do sometimes the impossible, sometimes the possible, and I love creating new businesses out of it. And this is something that I've been doing now on for the last over the last 12 months. And I'm going to take you through step by step why I think it's one of the greatest models and one of the greatest business models that anyone can apply. So let's begin. Let's get started. So first of all, a bit of a background to myself. There's some of you on this webinar who haven't probably not heard of me before and thinking, who is this guy? Who is this Sohail Khan? So just a brief overview of who I am. Most of you out there's a lot of people I recognize on the webinar, a lot of names there. Obviously, you do know who I am, and you've probably heard me speak before, either on a webinar or on stage somewhere around the world. But just a brief synopsis and an update to what I've been doing as well for the last couple of months. I'm one of the world's top joint venture experts. That's my particular expertise and niche, or niche, as my friends in the US call it, and that's what I predominantly do. I've also achieved over $16 million using joint ventures, and I normally show you case studies of how I've been able to do that. There is you can get access to most of my training online on YouTube, so you can see further stuff on exactly how I do that and how I've managed to do that. I'm also an international speaker, coach, and consultant, and I know there's a couple of speakers and a couple of consultants on this call today. Primarily what I do and what I love in doing and what I enjoy and what I'm really passionate about. I'm also the author of the upcoming book, Guerrilla Marketing and Joint Ventures, with one of my mentors and dear friends, J. Conrad Levinson, a marketing guru, the marketing guru of gurus, basically. And we have a book coming out next year, which is going to be absolutely phenomenal. I'm also a certified guerrilla business coach. I'm also a certified online coach. And I'm also a certified project management practitioner. That's an interesting certification to have. It's something that I've been looking at over a period of time, and it's something that I did not too long ago, and it's really helped me in terms of prioritizing the workflow elements within my business and my clients' businesses as well. I'm also the founder and dean of my new venture, Online Coach School, which I'll talk more about right at the end of this training webinar. Okay, so what will we be covering today? So here's what we're going to cover today. I'm going to lay it out so you know exactly what it is you're getting on this training webinar. We're going to cover, first of all, why online coaching. Why is online coaching right now one of the best businesses to launch and run? And I'm going to cover you that step by step, exactly why, and show you why it is. We look at opportunities in online coaching. What sort of opportunities there are right now with the way technology is and the way things are moving forward and fast, why it's so lucrative right now to get into online coaching. We'll also look at what it takes to become an online coach. You need to have certain qualities to do online coaching, and we'll talk more about that, and I'll show you exactly what it is you need if you want to go out there and actually do this. We'll also look at the potential online coaching income, and I'll show you the differences between traditional coaching and online coaching, and I'll also take you through some of my own case studies of things that I've done and some of the models that I'll be covering that you can also implement. I'll also be showing you my 6-figure online coaching case study, and I'll tear that down step by step so you guys can actually replicate that. Then we'll go on to some training. I'll go through 5 steps to creating your own online coaching programs. Right now, it's very lucrative to be creating programs like that, and I'll take you step by step in terms of what you need to know to be able to create your own online coaching programs. And then we'll discuss what I believe is the perfect online coaching system. Okay, what I believe is the perfect online coaching system for anyone who wants to set up and run their own online coaching program within as little as 8 weeks, and also become certified as an online coach. And then obviously we'll have some Q&A. So at the end, just fire your questions. You're welcome to ask questions throughout, but at the end I'll take as many questions as I can, and I'll try and help you out as much as I can. I've got loads of business experience. I've done loads of things in the business world, and I'm very well connected as well. So I can probably help on all situations. If you have any questions about this particular webinar and about online coaching, I will definitely answer those for you at the end. Okay, so I just want to introduce to you a stay till the end bonus, right? Now, if you stay till the end of the webinar, and I'm using GoToWebinar, so it tracks how many people, it actually tracks the people who have stayed till the end as well in terms of time. I will give you a copy of my top 50 lucrative coaching niches report. This report is phenomenal. It lists you 50 lucrative coaching niches or niches that you can go after straight after this webinar and go and do coaching in those niches. So it's pretty cool. So stay till the end and you get that. Now, what I want to ask first of all is a question before we start. I want to ask, have you ever coached or been coached before? So I want you to go to the chat box and just type in yes or no and just tell me, so it prepares me for this training to be able to, you know, sort of prioritize it more and make sure that it's more targeted. Just give me a yes or no in the chat box. Tell me, have you ever been coached before, or have you ever coached before? What I'd like you to put in there is put in there, yes, I've been coached, or yes, I do coach, or I have coached. Yes, I've coached sales reps for several years. Oh, cool. Sales training is really good. That's one of the really cool things you can do online coaching. So that's pretty cool. Yes to both. Yes, I coach more face-to-face coaching, one-to-one coaching. I'm here to learn how to leverage the internet to be able to do online coaching. Okay, cool. So you're in the right place. I'll cover how you do that. I'm a qualified coach and also use other coaches for my personal training and development. Great. Yes, both. Yes, have done both. Yes, I've coached online and offline. So I'm here just to find out basically, okay, cool. Brilliant. You want some more information? Yes, music management, and I have coached. Oh, cool. Excellent. Julie. Okay, cool. That's really cool. Yes, coached and I coached. I have not had a coach. Yes, both. Yes, I coached. Yes, I've been coached. Yes, both. Yes, coached and being coached. Yes, coached, and I'm an online educational instructor. Cool. I'm currently coaching one-to-one, taking up a lot of my time. I want to find out how I can leverage the internet to be able to coach online and travel the world, go anywhere I want, and work just 6 months of the year, earning 6 figures. Okay. All right, cool. So you obviously read the title of the webinar. Cool. I'm currently trained to be an accredited coach. Good. Accreditation is always good. I'm a member of the ICF, International Coaches Federation, and I put in a discussion in on LinkedIn, and I put in there, you know, how important is certification for coaches, and I had over some like 150 comments, so it was really cool. Yes, I'm a coach, but having trouble getting clients. Okay, I'll talk more about how to do that. Vocal coach, video coach, good. Relationships and dating coach, as well as parent coach. See, that's really cool, because you have 3 niches there: relationship, dating, pretty much, and parenting. So you should be doing more than 6 figures, Maeve, with that. And I'll show you how you can do that today. Now, I haven't been coached or coached. No, not officially, but look to move into that area. Cool. When I was coached, I had huge results. Yes, yes. And that's what it's about. Coaching is about results, okay? And I'll take you through the model of what's the difference between coaching and consulting. And coaching and training. So there's a huge difference, and coaching is amazing. Let me tell you guys, it's one of the things that you can really do to help out other people. So okay, guys, thank you very much for that. That was really, really cool. So much of you on there. So, but thank you very much for that. That was really cool. I feel like I know all of you already very personally. So that's good. Thank you. Okay, so let's look at, first of all, the traditional coaching model. Okay, now I used to do traditional coaching. My coaching was one-to-one coaching, and you know, for me, it took up so much of my time that even though I have 2 or 3 different facets of my business. Okay, one is I do joint venture consulting. I also train joint venture consultants. I have a high-level program, which is a 15 and 25K program. That's a 12-month program giving them weekly coaching. Now, I love my joint venture consultants, don't get me wrong, and that whole business makes me 7 figures, right? But it takes up so much of my time, okay? Now, if most of you know my story, I originally built an 8-figure training company, online training company, built that to just shy of $10 billion. Sold a majority stake in 2006 to 160 million IT group. They went bust in 2008. I ended up losing everything. I went from being a multi-millionaire totally broke. Set myself a goal challenge in 2009 to make $1 million in 12 months, and did it in 30 days with a big joint venture. So, but that's another story. Okay, that's my joint venture stuff that I do, and you can find out more about that. Just search into YouTube, type my name in JV, and you can see my my speaking videos on stage there. So after that, I set up my joint venture brokering program. Been running that for the last 3.5 years. Been very successful. Earns me a lot of money, but it takes up a lot of my time. It's very traditional coaching, one-to-one, and it's time limited. I can only have a certain amount of people that I can handle, and I can block in for sessions. So for me, it's like, even though I'm earning good money, so much of my time is being spent in blocks coaching one-to-one, and I'm not really a big fan of one-to-one coaching. Not really a big fan of one-to-one coaching. So that takes up a lot of my time. Okay, sorry, let's have a look. We just been thrown out there. So that takes up a lot of my time. The traditional coaching model. Just go back there for a second. Okay, where are we now? Okay, cool. Yeah, so that takes up a lot of my time. Technology, let's get this slide back up for a minute. Okay, so that takes up a lot of my time. The one-to-one coaching model, and there's a couple of you guys out there who do that. And the thing is, technology right now is absolutely phenomenal. What we have access to be able to work from anywhere in the world, or even work from home or wherever you want with your laptop, is phenomenal. And I'm going to talk more about that today and show you exactly why it's phenomenal. So that's the traditional coaching model, okay, which most of us have been through, or it's what the traditional coaching model entails. So here's the traditional coaching fee formula, right? So this is how it works. So if you're a traditional coach, this is predominantly how you would work out your fee and what you'd be earning, okay? And the limit, the ceiling limit that we had, or we used to have as one-to-one coaches. So let's say, for example, your target is to make 100K a year, okay? That's a reasonable target. Now, I always say to people, yeah, we talk about the 7-figure, 8-figure stuff, blah, blah, blah. But look, let me tell you from experience, even though I make a lot of money, consulting, coaching, doing what I do, I have a better lifestyle with what I'm doing right now with the online coaching. And I'm going to take you through that and show you exactly why it's really cool. So don't get bewildered about all the 7-figure and 8-figure stuff out there that says, oh, you can make 7 figures, 8 figures, blah, blah, blah. It's like, just work out what you need to live on every month and what you need on top of that, and enjoy your life. Okay, don't chase the money, chase the lifestyle. That's what I always preach. So let's say our target is to make 100K a year, right, as a traditional coach. So 100K over 12 months is around about $8,333 a month. So we need to clear that much a month to make 100K a year, right? So this is just hypothetically. We're not going to take into account taxes or all that sort of stuff. Let's just hypothetically. So we have about 160 working hours available each month, okay, if you tally the normal 9 to 5. Now, 80 hours of that should be spent on marketing, and 40 hours of that should be spent on admin, okay, so this is quite important. Just to let you know, someone's just mentioned recording. This webinar is not being recorded, but I will be doing an encore webinar next week, so I'll send everyone a link. If you drop out the webinar, if you can't make it to the end, I will do another live webinar next week, but this webinar is not being recorded, so just to let you know. So 80 hours of marketing and 40 hours of admin, okay, recommended. So basically that leaves you with 40 hours of coaching, right? 40 hours of coaching each month is what you have. So 40 hours divided by 4 weeks is 10 hours per week. That's what you can dedicate to coaching. You can only dedicate 10 hours per week coaching, okay? Now, predominantly it's basically one client per hour a week is what traditional coaching or one-to-one coaching is. So that would only leave you with 10 clients, okay? So you could only serve 10 clients every month, okay? So $8,333 divided by 10 clients is about $833 per client, and that's what your coaching fee formula is if you want to make 100K a year, okay? All right, everybody understood that? Okay, brilliant. So traditional coaches earn anywhere between 55K to 116K a year. That is standard what basic traditional coaches earn. Okay, that's basically what they earn. Some coaches don't even earn enough. They're just they're in the bottom survival mode because they don't have all the systems in place. And I'll talk more about that today, about how you can get that in place and how the online coaching route is ideally the route to do that, right? So that's a traditional coaching fee formula, right? So here is what I believe is the ideal coaching model. Okay, now at the bottom you have your coaching products or your training products, right? These are primarily should be used for lead generation. Okay, these should be used for lead gen to get people in, getting used to you, because you know what they say, people buy from people they like. Okay, so I have had the same thing with me over the last 2-3 years, you know, building slowly smaller products, for example, but the lead gen, don't rely on those smaller products to make you your income. That's for lead generation. Okay, and then in the next stage we have programs, which is your online programs, right? So the online programs are really good because the thing with the online programs are you can do one-to-many, right? Whereas with premium coaching, which is your high ticket coaching, it's only one-to-one, right? But I'm going to show you a way that you can still do premium coaching if you want to, but it's going to be at such a high ticket that you choose who you work with, okay? And you dictate how much you want to earn with your premium coaching. But for now, I want us to concentrate on the online programs or the online coaching, which is stacked in the middle, which allows us to do more with less time. And I'll show you exactly how we do that right now. So why online coaching? Now, online coaching is pretty phenomenal because right now we have access and technology is getting smaller and smaller and smaller. So you can carry technology with you now in your pocket, okay? And you can keep track and you can manage clients from wherever you are all over the world. We have loads of systems now online that manages everything from your project management to your tasks to the whole shebang, okay? You can also create online coaching programs that can be automated. So basically, you know, they always say you can make money while you sleep. You can pretty much do that. Most of the times you've got to build a following, you've got to build a list, for example, but I'll show you exactly how you can do that anyway with the current assets you have right now, okay? So I'll show you what you can do with what you have. We're not going to go into this scenario that, you know, I can do this because I have this, I can do that because I have that. I'm going to also show you that you can do it with the current assets that you have, the current marketing assets that you have. Online coaching is a very, very cool model. You know, it's a model that allows you to plan your time, allows you to use any technology, and at the same time, online coaching I think is really, really good. It allows you to build that channel and that communication with your clients, whether it's you know, one-to-many or one-to-one. But for now, we're talking about online group coaching, which I think is one of the fastest business. We're seeing the business growth right now in coaching. So let's look at some of the opportunities in online coaching. Now, here's the thing. The first thing basically is you get to escape the time for money trap. Now, we all know that. We've been through this. The time for money trap basically is, you know, you are basically not making enough money, but you're working your ass off, basically, or your ass off, whichever way we want to put it. But that's what happens. You know, you're working so hard, and you're working to make money, right? Which is like really bizarre. It's like, shouldn't money give you the freedom and the lifestyle? Why are you letting the money work you? So it allows you to escape the time for money traps. Okay, first of all. Also, it allows you to work from home or anywhere in the world. Okay, now this is really, really cool. And I'm going to show you exactly how it does this. Now, please, guys, this is not a get-rich-quick online money-making BS program or BS training. I really, really hate getting those emails in my inbox that tell people that you can have a laptop, you can become a millionaire from your laptop, you can become a laptop millionaire. All you've got to do is do this, sell that, PLR, you know, bollocks, sorry, but, you know, BS. I think you want to build a business, okay? You want to build a business that's going to serve you long term. You don't want to be making short bursts of money, or you don't want to be throwing money down the drain, okay? So, you know, I get really fired up because, you know, I speak at a lot of seminars. I've stopped speaking at internet marketing seminars because one of the main reasons because of this, because people's trying to sell you this laptop dream that you can travel the world with a laptop and make money and blah, blah, blah. You know, forget it. We are more intelligent than that. We want to build a real business that encapsulates technology and the internet, right? It just makes it our job, our life easier, so our business travels with us. Okay, so just get that into your mind. We can make money online, but we want to run a business online. That's the most important thing here, okay? So, work from home or anywhere in the world, and I'll show you exactly how you can do that. Monetize your passion, expertise, and experience, right? Now, there's a big thing going on right now about profit from your passion, profit from your passion. And now here's the thing. What I'm going to show you today, the online coaching system, you can do that. Whatever passion you have, there is a niche out there that'll pay for that expertise, experience, and passion you have online. Okay, as long as you package it the right way. And I mean, my really dear friend Adam Urbanski did a webinar not too long ago. Now he targets a lot of the 7-figure coaches and up on the 7-figure range. I do a lot of that in my consulting, but what I'm trying to show here is how to package your passion, expertise, and experience, and to monetize and to build a great lifestyle from it and a great business. Okay, so you can actually do that, but you've got to be able to package it right. Yeah, that's the most important thing. You can't just go out there and sell it. I mean, I know people who are doing all sorts of crazy coaching in different niches, and like I say, at the end of this webinar, you'll get a copy of the 50 page report on on the coaching niches. And I just got a message from actually a good friend of mine, Preston. He's mentioned, I've had one-to-one clients, but have not had any luck selling my coaching online. Now, I'm going to show you how to do that. I'm going to show you exactly how it is easy to do that using our online coaching system, and it's absolutely phenomenal. And I'll show you exactly step by step. I'll cover everything. Make lots of notes, and please implement this stuff and tell me how it went and tell me what you've done. I'd love to hear from you guys. Okay, so thanks, Preston. Okay, so okay, look, there's many niches. I'm gonna say niches, right? Because I spend a lot of time in the US, and you guys are just crazy. I love you guys. Many niches for coaching. There's a bonus report that you'll get at the end of this webinar. When the webinar finishes, I'll tally up who's stayed to the end, run that report through GoToWebinar, and you guys will get a copy of this report. And it's phenomenal. It shows you how many niches there are for coaching. It's just absolutely mind-blowing, and people are actually doing this, right? So it's pretty cool. Also, look, you can make a big difference in other people's lives. When I lost everything, right? When I went from being a multimillionaire to totally broke, I wanted to go out and help people, right? And how I do that is I go out and do it myself first, right? I go out and do it myself, and if it works, then you know what? I don't keep it to myself, right? I'm not greedy. I don't keep it to myself and say, I'm going to take it to my grave. It's my secret. Most people out there, trust me, will not show you the exact way they're making money. They'll speak on stage and they'll sell a program or a product, but that is not how they're making money. They will not share it, and I will share everything with you today. I'll show you exactly how I'm doing this, and you can just go out there and replicate it. Okay, so I'm gonna really share with you exactly what I'm doing, and reason being, I want to make a difference in other people's lives. I want to make a difference. For me, it's very important, and it's about legacy as well. I want to be able to turn around, have people turn around and say, you know what, I created my whole business, online coaching, and I'm doing it now, and I'm very successful, and I just work like 6, 7, 8 months a year. And it's not really thanks to Sohail Khan or thanks to his program, but it's like, great, you went out there, you made an investment, and you made 10 times back or whatever, and you put the time in and you put the energy in. Okay, so that's very important. And as coaches, as online coaches, that is what should be our mission. Okay, not necessarily to make as much money as we can from each individual person, because if you see my programs, I don't say 50, 100 people, or I'll take on this many people. I'm very targeted, and very I only work with people that I like, basically, or people that I get on with on my high level programs anyway. So make a difference in other people's lives. Okay, the other thing about online coaching is fast action results. Okay, and I'm going to talk you through the system, the fast action results system. And basically what that system is, it takes a person from problem to promise. Okay, what is their initial problem, and what is the promise to help them with that problem? And as coaches, that's what we do, right? As coaches, we don't necessarily advise, we don't do it for them. That's what consultants do. Okay, as coaches, we help them reach their goals and their objectives. Okay, and it's all about mapping out their goals for them, but then they've got to take charge. They are the ones that are going to take the action. They are the ones that are going to go move forward. We are just there to help them and give them a slight push and say, okay, give them motivation, and at the same time, we have to be there to give them accountability. Okay, but they, as the client, they're the ones who are moving forward with whatever we give them to be able to be successful. Okay, so that's the real big difference between coaching and consulting. Also, you can make a lot of money as an online coach. Now, it's very, very lucrative. Coaching is a good profession. Nowadays, um, people who are becoming certified coaches, it's just a great profession. People will always say, "Oh, who's your coach?" Or "I have a coach now." I mean, I have a coach, I have mentors, I have coaches, and I'll never be without them. And then even if I make $100 million or whatever, I'll always have coaches and mentors. Very, very important, great investment. So there's always opportunities out there, and people will always invest in coaches and mentors. Also, it's one of the world's fastest growing businesses. Now, I'm all about being clever, okay, and working smarter. I used to run a big business. I used to have like 30 staff. I used to have a call center, and it was enjoyable. It was fun, but it was a lot of work. I was always the first person in, the last person out. Obviously, being the CEO of the company, I used to work 12 hours a day. I was making good money. Don't get me wrong. I had everything. I had all the trappings I wanted. I lived in a mansion. I had Ferraris and Porsches and blah blah blah. But it drained me, and it was like it was constant hard work to keep the prize, keep it there. So what I'm doing nowadays, I love it. I enjoy it so much. I get to travel the world. I get to see amazing people. I get to coach people online, and it's pretty phenomenal. And I make some great friends from it. So I'm going to take you guys through that, exactly how you can replicate that as well. It's not impossible. It's not out of reach. Also, one of the opportunities and one of the great things about online coaching is the very low startup costs, and you can also start part-time. Now, now when I started my consulting business many years ago, I spent so much money. I got an office, I got business cards, I got blah blah blah. I bought this fancy Rolodex, this fancy suitcase, a case for my files. I spent a lot of money on loads of things that I didn't really need to. Online coaching, very low startup costs. You just need an internet connection, access to Skype, and I'm going to take you through more in terms of what you need access to tech-wise. And don't be afraid about technology, because I'm going to talk more later on about a system that you can use if you want to do all your online coaching, and it'll help you get your business up and running. Plus, you can start part-time. Most coaches start part-time with their existing business, and then once they made enough money, they walk away from their existing business and they're coaching full-time. So it's absolutely great. Okay, so let's talk about what it takes to become a successful online coach. Okay, so to become a successful online coach, you have to have a passion, okay? And you're going to have to want to share that passion with other people, okay? You've got to be passionate about people, right? And you've got to want to make a difference as well. It's very, very important. Also, to become a successful online coach, you have to master and learn some of the technology, which is not difficult at all, okay? Once you've done that, it's very, very easy. And nowadays you can outsource everything. It's so cheap. It's just unbelievable. But basically, to become a successful online coach, you need those qualities, okay? So you don't need to have a degree. You don't need to forget about all that. When I teach my consultants on my joint venture programs, one of the main things I ask them about, and they make a huge investment, right, is are they good communicators? Because the big thing with the joint venture stuff and the consulting is you have to be able to gel with people and communicate with people, and you have to have some sort of commercial experience, as in you have to be used to sort of either picking up the phone or meeting people face to face. So it's very similar to online coaching. Even though you're not face to face, you've got to have that sort of personality and drive, and you've got to be able to want to help people as well at the same time, okay? Because you're going to benefit from it at the end of the day, and so will they. So let me ask you then, quickly now, do you think you could become a successful online coach? Now give me a yes or a yes in the chat box. Do you think you could become a successful online coach? Did you see what I did there? This is what a lot of speakers do. They'll say, give me a yes or give me a yes. So it's quite funny. But no, seriously, do you think you could become a successful online coach? Do you think you have the qualities to become a successful online coach? And do you think you can actually do this? Okay, cool. Yes, yes, sir. Absolutely. Oh yes, she said in the Churchill sort of. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, cool. This is good. So a lot of you guys understand it. So that's great. No, and you can. You know, it's not super difficult, guys, to do this and become an online coach. So yes, most of you, well, all of you said yes. So that's pretty cool. So I know at least we're on the right tracks there. So thank you very much for that. Thank you very much. Give yourselves a pat on the back, and that's great. And that's pretty awesome. So, okay, let's move on. So look, let's cover now the potential online coach income. Okay, so this is what you guys need to know in terms of what is the potential income that you can make from being an online coach. So remember I told you the traditional 40 hours a month coaching is what you're doing for 100K, right? So 40 hours a month you have to coach to make 100K. Crazy, crazy. I think I'm in bed for most of that time. Okay, so let's say for example you did a 4-week online coaching program, 4 1-hour classes, and charge just $497, and you've got, let's say you just got 20 people onto a program. Okay, with that you'd make $9,940 per month. Now this is not impossible. Okay, this is, I'm talking, this is base level. You know, if you're going to do a 4-week coaching program online, 497 is bare minimum that you would charge, and you could actually, people will pay to get an online coaching program, right? So this is just giving you an example. And I'm going to cover you some of my my case study as well. So that's the $9,940 per month. And if you do that, if you do one 4-week online coaching program a month, you make 120K a year. And the crazy thing is, guys, you're only working 4 hours a month online for 100K a year. You're not working 40 hours a month. You're doing 4 hours a month online group coaching for 100K. See how crazy that is? That's pure leverage. Okay, that is pure leverage, right? So that's bare basic that, you know, people would pay for a 4-week online coaching program. Now let's look at the leverage model. Okay, let's say you did a 6-week online coaching program, which is more or less the basic what people do. 4 90-minute classes, and you charged $997, and you had you had the same 20 people. Now you're earning $19,940. Okay, and I've done that, and I'll show you exactly how I did that. And if you divide that by 100K, you only need to do 4 programs a year. You only need to work 30 weeks a year to earn 120K, basically, right? No, it's not 120K. It's more than that. Okay, no, yeah, roughly. So yeah, 100K basically, 5 programs a year. That's all you need to do, and that's 30 weeks. So can you see now the example, like when I talk about that, you know, you only work 6-7 months a year and you can earn 100K doing online coaching. Okay, right? So that is what's possible, and that's what some people are actually doing right now in the industry, and I'm actually one of them. So here's the thing: 6 figures a year, working just 6-7 months, traveling the world. Okay, this is what I've been doing over the last sort of 12 months, right? Here's me. We in Aphrodite Hills in Cyprus, right? We booked out a villa, right? This is a villa we booked out. Actually, we looked at this villa to buy this villa actually as well, but it's right now Cyprus is not a great place to invest. So this is a villa we booked out in Aphrodite Hills, absolutely phenomenal. Okay, we spent a couple of weeks there. It was just awesome, and I see I got my iPad there as well. I was doing my coaching while I was sitting outside by the pool. This is me in Rome. Same thing. Took my iPad with me, coaching. This is my favorite place in America, Cheesecake Factory. Don't know why we don't have one here in the UK, but whenever I'm in the US, I always go to the Cheesecake Factory because I love cheesecake. Just a note there to let people know. This is me in Dubai, just recently in Dubai, chilling out in Dubai. This is, we took a cruise. You know, you can just get on a cruise ship and disappear for like 2 weeks. This is me in Porto Banús. This is one of my clients actually, who's one of my millionaire clients who has a few villas over in Marbella. This is my best one. This is in New York, not too long ago, where I met the Mad Hatter of Times Square. This is the Mad Hatter of, not me, that's me on the right. On the left is the Mad Hatter of Times Square. So, you know, it's pretty phenomenal what you can do and where you can travel. And let me tell you, it's so cool that, you know, I got married recently, okay? Let me tell you a story. I got married recently, and over the last couple of years, I've been traveling the world speaking, and just pretty much over the last 3 or 4 years, I've been traveling the world speaking: Dubai, US, Europe, Asia, And I travel, I speak, I get paid. It's really good, and it's when you're single, it's really cool. But when you're married, it's like it could be a bit of an issue. I got married recently. My wife, one of the requests was that could you spend more time? Could we spend more time together? One thing we want to do next year is work on having a family. And I said, okay. So she goes, why don't you do all this stuff online? And I said, look, I do most of it online, but I said, the earnings potential. When I speak, I make a lot of money, right? And I'll give you an example. The last time I spoke at Atlanta, probably last year, I did 120K on stage for 15-20 minutes. Okay, so it's platform speaking, and that was selling my high-end program. So it's pretty cool. You get to meet some really great people who make good money. But for me now, it's about lifestyle. Okay, and it's about spending more time with my loved ones, my loved one, and traveling. So one of the things we're doing also, which has allowed us to do, is we're emigrating to Dubai. So in the next couple of months, we're going to be shipping out everything and moving to Dubai and living on the Palm. And I'm going to be doing all my online coaching there. I'll still do my occasional JV brokering programs now and again, but not as much as I used to. But now, because with technology, it's pretty cool. So we can actually do that. So that's going to be pretty cool. So yeah, I'm excited about the future, and the future is online coaching. Okay, so that's what I'm concentrating on a lot of, and I'll show you why I'm doing that and how I'm doing that as well. Okay, so let's look at a real life case study. Actually, one of my own case studies that I'm going to share with you right now. So I created a 6-week online JV coaching program. Okay, about a year ago. I marketed it using social media. That's all I did. I just put it on social media, right? I've got this coaching program. Anyone wants to learn about joint ventures, come and join my my coaching program. So it's pretty cool. So marketed using social media. I did a webinar. We just had about 96 people present on the webinar. Okay, we had about 96 people on the webinar. I sold 21 spots to that coaching program at $987 each, and pulled in $20,937. This was my first webinar I did, and my first 5-figure webinar. This is the first webinar I did about a year ago, and we made 5 figures on that webinar. And then I repeated it 5 times in the year and did just over 100K, which was really cool. And the cool thing with that, guys, was that I could do it whenever I wanted to. Whether if I wanted to do it again, I'd just switch it on, and I'd market it again and run the 6-week program again, and then switch it off, look after the clients, and then have a break, and then switch it on again. Okay. I did this all while traveling, using just the internet. Okay, over the last 12 months, what I've been doing. I also created a $387 product from the recordings. So I took the recordings, and those people who couldn't afford the $997 live program, I sold them the recordings for $397. Okay, so I made money on there as well. But I tend to run that live. I make more money when I run it live. Live is always better. There's more value in running a live online coaching program. So here's how I marketed it, right? You guys say, oh, we have problems getting clients or problems getting people into programs. It's easy, right? I did some Facebook marketing, and I was really clever. What I did was, because I'm really good at JVs and joint ventures, I got 2 other people to promote it as well, and we had about 11,000 people invited to this webinar that I did on joint ventures. Okay, so it's pretty cool. And straight off the bat, as soon as we started, we had 166 people say they would be attending, and 149 people attending. We had, I think, 350 people registered, and just over about 100 people showed up. So it's pretty cool. So that's something that you can do predominantly using Facebook, whether it's a Facebook page or whether it's doing or whether it's doing Facebook or whether it's doing LinkedIn. I do a lot of stuff on LinkedIn nowadays. So some of you guys on this webinar have come from LinkedIn, which is pretty cool. So that's a way to market it, get people into it very quickly and easy, because everyone nowadays, people go to webinars. So if you have a webinar with great content, most of my webinars have great content. Okay, that's why people love coming to my webinars. It's not a pure pitch fest. So, and here was a simple order page from the webinar. At the end, I told them, look, I'm doing this program. And this was the last program I did this year, actually in June. So I said, look, it's a 6-week program. If you want to come on board, this is what you get. So this is the program. This is when it starts, the date. This is what you get, and this is the price. So I had about 21 people sign up to the program, and you know, they paid 997. I also had a payment plan as well, but overall, you know, I made more than sort of I think it was 23K, something like that, which is really, really cool. So this is a program, you know, I could run whenever I wanted to. I could run it again next year for another 6 weeks and make 25K. Okay, so it's pretty cool. So here's my future online coaching model. So I'm going to share with you right now, and I know I don't normally do this, but we have a sip. I don't normally do this. I normally put it on Facebook or LinkedIn and say this is what I'm working on, but I never reveal what it is, my future online coaching model. But I'm going to do that today. I'm going to share exactly what my future online coaching model is. I've got a new program. It's an 8-week online certified coach program. Okay. I'm going to be charging $1,997, and it's only going to be for 20 people max. And with that program, with that one program, I'll aim to make about 40 grand, right? About $40,000. I'm going to run it just 4 times a year, and with that program, I will estimate I'll make about 160K. Running it just, you know, running it just 4 times a year, but it's only for 20 people because online coaching. Don't be greedy, guys. Okay, you have to manage your expectations. You have to manage the people. You have to give them the results. So don't go overboard. 15, 20 people is what I'd say is max for an online coaching program. Okay. So I'll be making $160,000 a year working just 32 weeks. Right? How does that sound? That's pretty cool, right? So that is my future online coaching model. Right? So what do you think about that? Put in the chat box. What do you think about that model? Do you think it's a good model? Do you think it's a model that you guys can replicate? Give me a yes in the chat box, or tell me in the chat box what you think about that coaching model. I mean, have you seen that coaching model before? So let's have a look, because I'm going to show you something on the next page that's going to blow your mind. Okay, all right. I'd love to know what you need to do to make this happen. You know, I'll show you guys. Look, I'll show you exactly what how to do this. Okay, so this someone said this is more training. It is. This online coaching, the model is basically made of training and coaching at the same time, and I'll show you how that interlaces into both. Yes, the model is great. Someone's just put, now you've only got 19 attending. That's funny. Okay, well, I hope to see you sign up then for one of my programs. Have not seen that exact model. No. Guess I can duplicate it based on the content. Yes, you can. Cool. Great program. I can't wait to hear more. Okay, right. So here's the thing, guys. That's the future online coaching model, right? 160K a year working just 32 weeks. 32 weeks. That's just one of my income streams. Okay. Now, it's always good to have different bows, because I always said to my wife that I'm not gonna stop, right, doing what I do altogether, because I am a big believer in having different income streams, but good income streams, you know, 6-figure income streams scattered, right? Which really makes sense. So here we go, guys. Are you ready for this? Hyper online coaching model. Now, I'm all about leverage. I teach all my students and all my graduates about leverage and how to leverage anything you can get your hands on, right? That's what I do. I do a lot of that, and I love doing that, and I make so much money from it. Here, look at this. If I license 2 coaches to also run the 8-week programs, I make an additional 320K a year, right? I give them each 50% commission. I also charge them a licensing fee to be able to run the program. I bank another 160K for doing nothing, right? I've done this before, okay, with one of my programs. It's phenomenal model, okay? So I bank another 160K for doing nothing, right? This is leverage, okay? What if I license 6 coaches to run my 8-week programs alongside what I do? So basically, if I run a coaching program 4 times a year, every time I run it, I've got additional 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6 coaches running it. Now, we have an online coaching system that allows you to have multiple instructors. I'll talk more about that later and how you can do that, okay? I'll make an additional $1 million a year with just 6 coaches running my same program alongside me, right? Okay, 4 times a year. I give them 50% commission, which is what the best thing to do is. Plus, they pay a license fee, so I make more money that way as well. I bank another $500,000 for doing nothing, okay, right? So that is my program. Someone's asked how it's certified. Well, what we're doing right now, we're applying for accreditation from the ICF. But to do that, we've got to be able to put all the coaching material together, all the hours and the manuals, and we've got to put some people through a program to be able to get accreditation. So we are aiming to get this program that I want to be launching accredited by the ICF as well. Okay, so that's something that we're working in the progress of getting done. So I bank another 500K for doing nothing. Okay, right? Now here's the thing. One of my competitors has 12 licensed coaches. Now they're very well known in the space. Okay, very, very well known. If you're already an accredited coach, then that's fine. All you do then is you need the system, and you can go out there and use the online platform that we have, the online coaching system, to actually deliver your coaching. We're not particularly. I'll talk more about the. We're running ahead. I'll talk more about the system in the next couple of slides, and then you can decide, whether it's the right fit for you or not. But thank you for asking me questions about it. I don't want to turn this into a pitch fest, but I just want to give you guys an idea of what you can do now with your business. Okay, so one of my competitors has 12 licensed coaches, right? Okay, which is pretty phenomenal. They do a similar business model. Now, if I had 12 licensed coaches, that would make me an additional $2 million a year into my business, right? It's achievable. Do I want to work that hard? No, I don't have to work, do I? I just license it out to the coaches. So that's pretty cool, right? So that's the hyper online coaching model. That's what I will be doing moving forward with this business. So tell me now, what difference would that sort of income make for you? Now put it in the chat box and tell me if you could make that sort of income, right? What difference would that make? Would that make a difference? Obviously you'd say yes, but what sort of difference would that make for you? What would that allow you to do in your life? Would that allow you to travel more, have holidays, pay off your mortgage, buy a new car? What would you do with your money? And now, one of the things I hope you would do is invest it. Okay, if you have kids, set up a trust. Like we have. We don't have kids right now, but we already set up a trust for our kids. So I think it's very, very important. It would. Someone said I would go crazy. I wonder what. Yeah, okay. I would be able to travel more overseas. Yes. Secure. Yes. Retirement's important. Look, here's my view on retirement. Right. You will never really retire, to be honest with you. The way the world is right now, it's, as long as you are passionate about doing something and you have financial freedom, okay? So instead of saying retirement, financial freedom, because financial freedom allows you to do whatever you want, and you don't have that thing of, being retired, because your brain would still be working. Spend more time with family, holiday, look after my parents. Yes, see, those are good traits. Time, live a free life, invest in more people. That's a brilliant answer. That's awesome. I'd license, he's clever. I'd license more coaches. Yes, see, you can do that. Financial freedom, pay off uni loans, set up trust. Yes, set up trust, pay off mortgages, be free to travel. Yes, hire better coaches. Exactly. Hiring better coaches. If you have a great proposition for coaches, sometimes you wouldn't have to pay for them. You could give them, what do they call it? Give them, like sweat equity, give them an equity in this big dream or this passion that you have. That's just another avenue. Pay off student loans, yes. Would allow me to continue to do our Kia programs in Kenya, Ethiopia, brilliant, awesome, and Dubai, yes. That's where I'm heading. Hire a team, yes. Kids programs, you don't need loads of money to be financially free. It's state of mind. True, Helen, I agree with you, but you need money to pay for things. Money, you don't need mass amounts of money, but you need, unfortunately in the world we live in, barter isn't big. So people still require the almighty dollar to make things happen. So sometimes, yes, I agree with what you're saying, state of mind, yes. I could live without money. That's where my mindset is, but it does help. Help my kids, yes. Invest in property, Dubai, okay, cool. Financial freedom to travel and inspire people with my photography. That's really cool. Now, photography, okay, you could create an online coaching program on teaching people how to do photography, or teaching people how to really make money from photography. Here's a secret to coaching programs, right? You have to either be able to have done something, had experience in it, or helped other people with it. Then you can do it. Okay, it's very, very important. So, and the more successful you'll be. Okay, brilliant. So thanks, guys. Thanks for that. Pretty cool stuff. I got a good insight into what everyone, and you guys are all sensible, so I really appreciate that. No one's mentioned a Ferrari 458 Italia or anything like that, so it's pretty cool. Uh, okay, right, now let's go into the meat and bones of it. Right, 5 steps to creating successful online coaching programs. Now, I really hope, guys, that this will help you guys move forward, and even apply some of this stuff, and do whatever you want to do to be successful. So, 5 steps to creating successful online coaching programs. So, step 1, find a niche. Okay. Now, it's very important that, like I say, at the end of those people, because all of you are still on the webinar, so it's pretty cool. By the end of the webinar, I'll shoot you guys off a copy of the report so you can have a look at it. But the niche is important. For me, why I've been so successful and why I get asked to speak around the world and blah blah blah, is because of my niche. I've dominated the joint venture space as a joint venture expert now for the last couple of years. And one of my mentors, right, said to me many years ago that, Sohail, if you really want to become successful in doing something, focus and master on one thing first, become a master at that, and then move on to the next thing. So, 3 years doing it, I think I've pretty much mastered it. I think I've done really well around the world. I'm not saying it's time to move on, but I think I've got other bros that I want to experience and other things that I want to explore. And one of them is actually, setting up an online coaching school to help other people. So step 1, find a niche. Look at Amazon bestsellers. Okay, look at what's out in the marketplace right now. What are people buying? What is really popular in that space? That's another idea for you to look at target markets. Also look at coaching sites you like. What other coaches do you admire? What other coaches do you really like? Look at their sites, see what they're doing. I do it all the time. I tell my students and my graduates to always be researching on a regular basis. Now, 2 websites you can use. One is alexa.com and one's compete.com. These 2 websites are really great. Compete.com, you can compare different coaching websites and see who's popular and who's not. You can also see where their target market is and what the demographics is. If you've got similar demographics that you want to aim for, you can actually check these 2 tools, and they'll show you some of the websites that you can have a look at and maybe replicate. Okay. Also, don't forget, read the top 50 coaching niches report that I'll give to everyone at the end of this this webinar. And it's always best to coach clients you understand. Okay. Right. If you have clients that you understand, they're always the best ones to coach. So look at what you've done. What people you've helped. Go back. Okay. So people that you've helped basically, and what you've done. Those are the best ones to look at when you're trying to define your niche. So step 2, creating your program. So first of all, can you reformat an existing asset like a book or a manual? I'll tell you why I say this. I created a manual many years ago. It was my joint venture broker manual. It was a 100-page manual, and from that 100-page manual, I created a 3-day live program, and then from that live program, I created an online program. So I took most of the content that I already had and just created an online coaching program from it. Or can you license somebody else's content? Is there anybody else out there who has content? And I teach this to my JV consultants all the time. How to go out there and look at people who have products, for example, that are underperforming, and how you can take that and recreate it. And we have an online coaching platform system, which I'll talk more about later, and we do that a lot. I go out there and I find people like experts, and I say, look, you've got this program. Why don't you put it on my coaching platform, and I won't charge you for it, and we'll split the revenue 50-50 or the profit 50-50. Okay, so I do a lot of that. I love licensing. Yeah, I made so much money from it. It's unbelievable. Also, can you list all your expertise and experience when you're creating your coaching program? Can you list exactly what it is, where your expertise is, and what your experience is to be able to help you create a program? Also, can you list people who you've helped and how? This is very important. Make a list out, and on that list, write down. I do this with my students. Write down all the people that you've come into contact with, all the people that you've helped. Okay, whether it's in the past or whether it's now, and how have you helped them? That will give you more of an indication of how you can, number 1, become a coach, or number 2, create an online coaching program. Also, decide, will it be a 4, 6, or 8-week online coaching program? What is it that you want to create? And let me tell you from testing, Don't go more than 8 weeks. After 8 weeks, a lot of people drop off. 4 weeks is good. It's fast and punchy. 6 weeks is average. But if you want to make good money, 8 weeks is great. An 8-week online coaching program really works great. Also, price it accordingly to target market. If you're aiming for the corporate market, basically double your rates. If I was doing a program that was, I don't know, 1997, I would double it for the corporate market because they're more used to paying more money. Let me give you an example. On the consulting side, I was approached on LinkedIn, got flown out to New York for 1 day's consulting for $30,000 by a corporate company. So that was pretty phenomenal. One day for $30,000. That's what they are used to paying. So if you're targeting consumers, different. If you're targeting corporates, make sure you price it accordingly to that market. Also, what assignments and materials will you provide? What sort of handouts or assignments and materials will be in your coaching program. Decide what you're going to deliver, what you're going to give people. Now, there's quite a lot of you on this webinar who I've spoken to in the past that have not got their online coaching program or their program up and running because of the same thing. It's like getting it started and getting it out there. So I hope you're taking notes on this because it will really help you create that. And it's something that we do as well. So also, will it be audio, video, or text based? Now you've got to make a decision when you create the program. Will you have it video, audio, or text? Now every market is different, so you've really got to look at what your market's more used to. Does your market need like audio, or does your market like text or video? So it's very, very important. Very important. Also, will you provide certificates or certification? Will you provide certificates of completion? Will you provide certification? Certification is really good if you're creating a program that people can actually put on their CV, or they can list that they are actually certified. They're a certified professional to be able to carry out this sort of a profession or business. Step 3: marketing your program. This is very important. Okay. First of all, look at your existing network. Now sit down, make a note of who is in your existing network, what profession they are, do they have a list, are they prevalent on social media, do you have a good relationship with them, will they help you promote, can you build a list from your network? So it's very important to look at your existing network first to get started. Also use Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn. Facebook is really cool. Social media is just phenomenal. The marketing platform we have access to now in this era, which is free, is absolutely phenomenal. And that's why and just to let you guys know, you can make money from social media. I've had people who, from just conversations in Facebook chat, signed up to a 15K program. Okay, one of the reasons for that also is because I have some sort of online credibility. So I do have some sort of positioning, but social media is very good. You can build some good relationships with social media. Same with LinkedIn. LinkedIn is really great. And LinkedIn takes a bit longer because you have to build a relationship with people, and it takes a couple of times contacts with them to be able to get them to basically buy from you. Also, create a newsletter or blog. This really, really helps. If you want to market your program, have a blog and blog weekly, because it really, really helps. Also, build your online credibility. This is something that I teach a lot in all my programs, how to build your online credibility and become the expert. Okay, there's a lot of people out there who have these sort of programs. One of my dear friends, Brendan Bashard, I spoke with him at an event in Chicago a few months ago. Very good friend of mine. He runs Experts Academy, and some of his stuff is just mind-blowing. So he's a great guy at this, and I do it pretty well because it's what I have to do as a joint venture expert. Also, you can sell via email, webinars, or conference calls. It's really funny. I've got a couple of really good friends of mine using Google Hangouts, right? And some that I'm testing right now. But webinars seem to be the most securest way to sell programs right now. And Google Hangouts is okay. They're getting there. People still use conference calls. People still just get people on conference calls and do an orientation or training and pay people buy. It's just phenomenal. It's got to do a lot to do with the content. Also, give discounts for quick action takers. If you guys are quick action takers, there'll be discounts for you. So you always let people know that when you're marketing your program, that if you guys take action, then this is what you get and this is what you'll save. So you always have that in your marketing somewhere. Oh, build your online credibility twice there must be very important. So I don't know how that happened, but again, that's important. Also, seek out joint venture partners and affiliates. Now, guys, if you really want to grow a business from scratch, let me tell you time and time again, go out there and find joint venture partners or affiliates. Let them do the marketing for you. Give them a cut, 30%, 40%, 50%, and you know what? They'll do all the marketing for you, and you just make the money, right? Very important that you learn how to do joint ventures as well. Very important. And there's lots of free training on YouTube. Go to YouTube, have a look, and you can see lots of free training I've got on there. Okay, step 4, delivering your program. Now, there's several ways you can do it. You can do it via webinar classes or Google Hangouts. Google Hangouts are very public, so if people are paying for your program, I think you really want to use webinars like I'm doing right now. So webinar classes are really cool and interactive as well. It's a great thing. Teleseminar classes are good. You can use a teleseminar, and I know people who still use teleseminars to deliver coaching programs. Obviously, I just mentioned Google Hangouts. Google Hangouts are really cool. It's something that a lot of people are using, and of course, yes, Helen's just mentioned Skype. Skype in combination with some of the classes there are really good. You can actually do group calls on Skype, and Skype is free as well, which is great. But if you want more interactivity, then the webinars are good. The only thing with Skype is ever since Microsoft bought them out, they have not been that reliable. So it does drop, and yeah, Chris has mentioned Uvu. There are certain other webinar platforms, but right now I think the best one. And don't forget, look, go to Webinar right now. They're competing with Google Hangouts, so they've dropped their prices. You can get a 30-day free trial, and it starts from like $49 a month now, so you don't have to pay that much. It's pretty cool. You can still use it, and there's loads of things you can do GoToWebinar. So Google Hangouts is really cool. Learn Google Hangouts. I think it's going to be the future. Also, if you want to deliver your program, you need a membership platform. Whether you're using WordPress or whether you're using an online resource, you need some sort of platform that you can use that delivers your resources, deliver your handouts. You can stream your classes on there for afterwards, and you can do all your fancy stuff. You also need a platform like that for online assignments and exercises and delivering exams. Very important. And you also need to have either a forum or you use a private Facebook group. I have a private Facebook group. A lot of my friends, a lot of my peers who do online coaching programs have private Facebook groups. They're the best ones, and they're the really good ones for interactivity. Also, one of the things you want to do is deliver monthly Q&A group coaching calls. So do group coaching using Skype, for example, and to deliver your online coaching program. Now, who has heard of a guy called Frank Kern? Just put a yes in the chat box if you know who Dr. Frank Kern is. I've only met this guy ever once. I can't claim to be a friend of his, but I am very good friends with most of his friends, so that's pretty cool. So Frank Kern's model, basically what he was doing and what he still does, is he has one training session at the beginning of the week and then one follow-up group coaching call at the end of the week. So he does this every week, and for typically for an 8-week online coaching program, I think he charges. Last time I looked, I think he charged like 10 grand, which is crikey, pretty crikey. But he's Frank Kern, so obviously he's got the branding, and he can afford to leverage it. I mean, I do 15, 25K with my live programs, but I don't know I've ever achieved something like that. But hey, it's not impossible. So. But I don't know. It depends what you deliver. I mean, what he's delivering is helping people to become 7-figure consultants. So if someone's spending 10K and they're going to make $500,000 or $1 million, I guess it's a good investment. Eh? So that's step 4, delivering your program. Step 5, managing your clients. So but here's what you need to do when you've done your online coaching program. You need to send out a survey straight after and just get some feedback. What did they think about the online coaching program? Did they get any results? Did they get the promises delivered? And ask them specific questions on there. Also, get them to send you referrals. If they're really happy with the program, say, look, I'm doing another program next month or whatever. Do you have anyone you can recommend for the program? Get them to send you referrals. Okay, very, very important. Also, ask about any additional coaching needs. Now, here's where you start doing your upsell. Okay, Here's where you start saying to them, okay, look, now you finished the 6-week or 8-week coaching program, training coaching program. Now, would you like some further coaching? Now, if you want to work with them, because you've worked with them over 6 to 8 weeks, if you like them, if you think they're good people or you can get on with them, you can pick and choose whoever you want. You have 20 people on an online coaching program and you want to work with just 5 and charge them $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 a month, you can do that. Okay, you can do that. You can make 10 grand of 5 people charging them $2,000 a month, and it's steady for you. It's okay because those people have already gone through your program. You know who they are, and you know it's easy to work with them. Okay, so it's pretty cool. So that's the top of the pyramid that I showed you earlier on. Your premium one-to-one coaching. There you go. Upsell one-to-one premium coaching. You choose who you want to work with on the premium one-to-one. And then take a break and repeat the program. You know, take a break and then repeat the program. Okay, so that's pretty cool. And that are the 5 steps to creating your online coaching program. So it's pretty cool. So here's how you can have your first online coaching program up and running in as little as 8 weeks and become a certified online coach. Now, a lot of you have been asking me about this, how do I do this? And I need a system, I need someone to help me. Now, this is what we've done. We've created a system. We actually have a platform that allows you to incorporate everything and actually deliver coaching online. Okay, and I'm going to talk more about that right now, if it's okay with everyone. So I want to just talk about my certified online coach program from something that we've launched called the Online Coach School. And here's what you will learn, right? The roles and responsibilities and ethics of an online coach, how to become a 6-figure online coach, okay, which is very, very important, how to leverage the internet for coaching, how to create fast action results coaching programs, how to sell online coaching, how to deliver online coaching successfully, how to get clients easily online, how to get others to market for you, how to build your online credibility to charge more, and how to license your online coaching program to others. Okay, very, very important if you want to leverage and triple, quadruple what you're making through online coaching. So here's what you get, and the great thing is, guys, we even help you with your startup costs, right? We're basically going to fund your startup costs for you, okay? All your startup costs that you will need upfront to get this business off the ground, we're going to provide that for you, okay? So this is a pretty phenomenal offer. I've never done this before, but I see so many people struggle with things and components they need, and we're going to provide that for you in this program. So here's what you get. 8 weeks of live online training delivered by myself, okay? 6 months of monthly group coaching, online coach training manual and handouts, coaching agreements and templates, certified online coach exam. It's included in this program. 6 months access to our online coaching platform. Now, this is the online coaching platform that I was telling you about. On this platform, you can deliver audio, video training, text, streaming. You can also do, there's a forum on there. You can have live chat with all your clients. You can also print off reports. You can see how many coaching hours that each person has. It's pretty phenomenal. It's actually, you can run membership sites through it as well. And there's so much stuff that you can do. So it's pretty phenomenal. It's our unique online coaching platform. You get 6 months free access to it. You get access to our private online coaches Facebook community, 12 months membership to our new Online Coaches Association, and a listing on our online certified coach and school sites. Okay. And here's what you get also. Monthly ongoing coaching business success webinars to help you build your online coaching business. 12 months free hosted WordPress blog. We provide you with the hosting and set up your WordPress blog for you. You also get free landing page software to be able to develop sales pages, online sales pages, online pages to invite people to webinars. And you get bonus online training as well. So you get all this training as part of the Online Coach School. You get some WordPress training, Aweber training, training on webinars, Google Hangouts, internet marketing training, social media training, and training on how to do podcasting. So all the marketing and training is going to be there for you included. So that's going to help you in terms of getting your business off the ground, and ignoring all the tech stuff, because you'll have access to all that. That'll all be set up for you, and you'll all have the training as well. Okay, right? So what's the investment? So here's the thing. I looked around right now at what's happening in the online coaching space or even the coaching space. Most coach training ranges from $1,000 to $5,000. Okay, but you don't get anything. You just get they just train you and then they leave you. Okay, and then you go out there and you have to do all the hard work yourself and the graft, and you have to learn everything from scratch. But we're not going to do that here. All right. We will, first of all, we will be officially launching Online Coach School in early February 2014. So we'll be launching in February. Okay. So, but prior to launch, we want to get this out there basically. Now the Certified Online Coach Program will be 1997 when we launch. The reason we want to do a pre-launch is because we need to get people through the program. We need to create some material, handouts, coaching hours to be able to apply for ICF accreditation. Once you are certified with our school, then there will be, once we're accredited by the ICF, you'll also get part accreditation from the ICF as well. Okay, so that's going to be pretty cool. So today only, you pay just $1,497, okay, saving $500. So it's going to be $1,997 when we launch, but today you just pay $1,497. You're going to get a saving of $500 if you purchase today from this webinar. This is for the first 18 people only. Okay, we have just over 100 people on this webinar right now. So as soon as those 18 slots are done, we're done. Okay, so the first 18 people only. But wait, there's more, right? If you pay the full price of $1,497 today, you also get the following bonuses, right? 1 hour quick start coaching session with myself. I'll give you a quick start session, go through what you're currently doing, what best niche to target, how to get your business set up off the ground, okay? You'll also get to JV with me to promote your program. Once your program is done and finished, I'll help you to get out there and promote it, not only to my own list, but I'll help you promote it via webinars as well. And you'll get access to my JV business program and all my JV agreements and templates, right? That's the separate 6-week program I did that I charged $997 for. You get access to that as well. Or you can pay $277 over 6 months without those bonuses. Now, the reason why I put in the 6-month payment plan is because primarily you get 6 months access to our online coaching platform. Okay, so over 6 months you will be paying $277 for the course, and then within 6 months, look, if you do your first coaching program after 8 weeks or 10 weeks, and you charge $497, even if you get, let's say, 10 people on that program, you made $5,000. That's 3 times your investment. So the great thing with this program is there's a good return on investment. With your first online coaching program, you should easily get at least 3 or 4 times your investment, or even 10 times. We also have a 30-day money-back guarantee on this program, so try it out, sign up, and then within 30 days, if you don't believe it's right for you or any other reason, then you know what, we'll refund you on the spot, because I just want you guys to get started. I want you guys to get kick-started and get this thing off the ground. Now, here's the URL to sign up to the program today. It's onlinecoachschool.com/order, ORDER. On that form, you have 2 options. One, the full pay with the bonuses, or you can pay over 6 months at $277. I've tried to keep this monthly payments under $300 because $297 seems to be what I've charged on previous programs, and they work like gangbusters. So it's what I think is a good payment plan for this program. So that's it, guys. That's the end of the training webinar. There's the URL again, onlinecoachschool.com/order. I've only got 18 spots. They will go quick, and once we're full, the program will kick off in the next 2 weeks. So we will get started with the program, and the first date for the program, guys, is going to be the 15th of October. So make a note of that. 15th of October, every Tuesday. We'll have the program probably around about the same time as this webinar, 5 p.m. EST, 10 p.m. UK. Probably depending on how many people sign up, we'll see if we can jig that time to make it all right for everyone. You will get recordings of the program as well. You get access to the online coaching platform we have. All the programs will go in there every week, and we will be able to discuss everything in our private Facebook group. And at the end of the 8 weeks, you will get all the recordings sent to you. So we'll get all the recordings on DVD, and you'll get a copy of that as well, because I will be running the program at least 4 times a year. So if you've got any more questions for me, then I can take questions right now about the program. And if any of you guys want to sign up right now, go over to that URL, onlinecoachschool.com/order, and either pay full price or you pay with the 6-month installment plan. So let's have a look and see if we've got any questions. Maeve says, do you have something for those already qualified coaches? Yeah, this program, basically this program is for qualified coaches. We looked at doing a program for just online coaching, but I think there's a lot of people who want to also learn how to create online coaches, but also get certified. So you may be a qualified coach, but are you a certified online coach as well? So you can add a certified online coach certification to your list of certifications. Or certified online coaching professional, giving you the ability to be able to coach people online. What is it that starts in February? Okay. The actual price will be $1997 when we officially launch in February. So this is our pre-launch, and we are getting people into the program to be able to go through the program right now and get you ready for the new year. So basically, you can start making money as an online coach. What about I have no niche on my mind and never. Okay, here's the thing. If you have never done coaching before, don't worry. We take you through how to actually coach as well. So on this program, we will cover modules on how to coach. We'll have a module called How to Coach. So we will cover that on this program as well. So we'll have 8 weeks of coaching. We'll cover week 1. We'll cover how to coach and online coaching. We'll also cover how to manage your clients. We'll cover how to create your first online coaching program. We'll also cover the online delivery, online credibility, getting clients online, and how to do JVs as well. So if you haven't got coaching experience, don't worry. This program will actually help you become a coach and give you the coaching training you need. Yes, if you wanted to do this business in another language, you're welcome to do that. It's very easy to do that. Not a problem at all. I think the program's great. Will it help me become a coach and coach online? Yes, it will. The program will cover everything you need to know to be able to deliver online coaching. Okay, so have we got any more questions? What's the date of the program? The date of the program is going to be the 15th of October. So the 15th of October will be the program. That will be the first week on the 15th. So the 15th of October will be the first week, and then we'll have 8 weeks of training online for that program. No, it's great. Thank you very much for coming onto the program. Helen asked who accredits the coaching qualification. Well, right now, Helen, we are looking at getting accredited by the ICF by putting people through the program first and having that material to submit to the ICF. That's the reason for the pre-launch training. For licensing coaches under you, how can you ensure they don't just steal your content and go into coaching for themselves? Well, I have an IP lawyer. So the agreements that I put together for licensing are secure. So yes, they are welcome to copy my content, but then they'll end up paying a lot afterwards. The International Coaching Federation is the ICF. So that's who we will be looking at getting the program accredited by in the new year. Yeah, so that's fine. The licensing concept, yeah, we'll definitely do that. But like I said, we will have agreements in place for IP licensing. So touch wood, I've never had anyone steal the content. I mean, if they do, then nowadays there's so many ways that you can actually go after people, so that should never be a problem. And it's something that you guys should do if you've got great coaching content. If you have a coaching program, definitely do that. Okay, guys, I'm here if you got any more questions for me. Any sort of questions you want to ask me, fire away, and I'll be able to help you with those. We've still got most of you still on the call. Like I say again, guys, go and have a look at the page, onlinecoachschool.com/order. We are doing a 6-month payment plan on that, which is only $277 a month, and we've got a 30-day money-back guarantee as well. So as soon as you are in the program, basically you can test drive it for 30 days. I'm hoping you stay longer than that, so at least we can get your online coaching program created by the end of the 8 weeks, get it launched, and hopefully get you into profit straight after that. Also, for some of you who have an existing program, this is a great program for you to be able to put the actual program and put your programs online using our platform as well, which you get access to totally for free. Oh, thank you, Carla, for that. Yeah, it's been a long time since we spoke, but yeah, I'm also glad we kept in contact. Always good to keep in contact. And okay, cool. Helen just asked me to put the slide up in terms of what's in the program. So let me put the slide up again, what you get in the program. Let me just quickly just type the URL so everybody's got the URL. Okay, so that's the URL if you want to sign up. I've seen a couple of you guys signing up right now, which is really good. Welcome to the program. Okay, let's go back. Helen's just asked basically what is in the program. So here is what you get in the program. So there's what you get in the program. 8 weeks of live online training, 6 months of monthly group coaching, online coach training, manual handouts, coaching agreements and templates, certified online coach exam, 6 months access to our online coaching platform, access to our private online coaches Facebook community, 12 months membership to the Online Coaches Association, which we'll be setting up in the new year, a listing on our online certified coach websites and school sites, monthly ongoing coaching business webinars, 12 months free hosted blog, free landing page software, also bonus online video training in the Coach School on how to create WordPress sites, how to use autoresponders on Aweber, how to create webinars and Hangouts, internet marketing basics, social media, and how to podcast. So that's what's covered in the program. Wow, most of you, nearly all of you are still on. Okay, questions. Thank you very much, Patrick. Christine, looking forward to reading your. Yes, I mean, those of you guys who stayed on to the end, you'll get a copy of the niche report. Okay, guys, that's great. So, any more questions? Just fire away, guys, because this is your time to ask me questions. If not, go over to onlinecoachschool.com/order. Yeah, there will be. I will be putting out a message. We'll probably be repeating the webinar again next week. It'll be the last time we do it live. But saying that, if we get all 18 after this webinar, then no, I will not be doing a repeat webinar. Oh, bless you, Ernie. Need to see the niche report before I can commit. That's fine. No, Ernie, not a problem. We'll get the report out to you either today or tomorrow, and in that we'll have the link also to the special offer for the online coach school. So that not a problem at all, guys. We I'm fine with that, so that's not a problem. Let's have a look here. Right, this is a long question. Does this business model require constant large volume of content generation? No, not necessarily. Not to promote yourself. I'll take you through. I'll take you through what you need to do to promote yourself in terms of building your online credibility. No, not constant content, because your content stays the same. You could take your existing content and chop it up and use even one slide from your content to put onto social media, for example. So no, it's not constant content generation. Great to see a webinar suggesting coaching with so much follow-up support. Yeah, we've got to have it. If we're getting people, if we're helping people create their own online coaching business, then we have to do the follow-up support. It has to be a success. If you're going to invest $1,500, I want to make sure that you make $5,000 off the bat, and recoup that investment. That's really the aim. That's really the aim for us, basically. How do we get case studies, testimonials to better sell our coaching programs? Okay, this is great. You know, we're talking about testimonials now, right? Now, this is really great. What we do is on the program, when we launch the program, we basically, everyone who's on the one online coaching program participates in everyone else's program. So we put people through the mill, and basically we rack up the hours that way, and we can get testimonials that way as well. That's the quickest way to get testimonials. So before you sell a program, you'll have people already go through your program, which is really, really great. So that's a great way to start, you know, getting testimonials. It's a really good way to have people go through it and experience it. So your peers, basically, your colleagues on the program with you, will be the first people to go through your program, or basically your trial program. Okay, that really helps. That's how you will sell your program. That's how you'll end up selling your initial coaching programs, because you'll have people go through it already. You know, we are a group, and basically we give feedback to each other, and we will all be coaching each other during the 8 weeks. So we are coaching. We are coaching as well as experiencing coaching as well, which is pretty cool. Yeah, it's good. I mean, all of my programs have been really cool so far. So I think this is going to be a knockout program. And then, like I say, in the new year, you know, we're going to officially launch. You guys will be put through the program to begin with, so you'll have a head start. And like I say, in the future, I will be looking at my existing coaches as licensed coaches. So if you go through my program, that's the only way you really get to be a licensee of my future business model. So that's cool. We can probably partner. We can probably partner in the future, which would be really, really cool. But that's pretty much, yeah, that's pretty much how you do it. Any more questions? Everyone, you're still here? Everyone is still here, which is quite cool. Right, let's have a look here. Okay, so do you think doing webinars is a decent niche? I have done wow, cool. It is. It is. You know, there's a lot of people out there who are webinar experts. I have a lot of friends who are webinar experts. Now, here's the thing, right? Now there's a lot of people becoming Google Hangout experts as well, okay? Coaching other people, creating coaching programs. A friend of mine just did a coaching program recently. I think she charged $500, and she's had 50 people sign up to it so far. So that's pretty cool. What's that, $25,000, is it? Am I correct? Let's have a look. I think I'm correct. I think I'm right. Yeah, $25,000 she made from that one program, and now, you know, she's got a program that she can repeat again and again. So that's pretty cool. What is the biggest ongoing cost to run this kind of business? What is the biggest ongoing cost? Depends. For this business, you are going to need a website or a blog. You're going to need access to probably an autoresponder service, $30 a month probably. You get all the landing page software for free. You get access to the coaching platform. So you pretty much have everything. So in terms of the ongoing cost, the only ongoing cost would probably be a membership portal or coaching platform, which you'll need access to. But if you're doing this program regularly and you're banking 100K, then what's $100 a month, you know, or even $50 a month? That's worth it, isn't it, to make 100K, right? You've got to look at the investment. If you're going to spend that, what will you make? So it's pretty worth it. What is the YouTube channel? I think my YouTube channel is, I think it's Marketing Brit. Marketing BRIT. I've got quite a few, so I think that's the one. Yeah, I think that's what I would say. Let's have a look. What's someone else? My hesitancy is about the niche markets. I'm not sure that my passion is marketable and repeatable. I'll tell you what, Christine, when you get the niche report, have a look at that. From that, you'll be able to see that's the top 50 most lucrative coaching niches, right? And you will always find that your passion will be close to that. Can you just type in the chat box exactly what is your passion, and I'll tell you right now whether you can make money from it or not. Okay, someone's Remy, you've asked, prior to actually selling our coaching, how much would you estimate would be spent creating the content? Here's the thing, you create everything in those 8 weeks. In those 8 weeks, we create the content, we set up the websites, we do the email broadcasts, we do any PDF reports. So within 8 weeks, by the end of week 8, your coaching program should be up and running and ready to promote. Okay, so yeah, I'd say 8 weeks. 8 weeks. If you're going through the 8-week program, you will get homework every week, right? And that homework will be to do the stuff. So yeah, pretty much, you get it done within 8 weeks. Do you want to know how long it takes me to, for me to set up a program? I can set up a program in 2 weeks. Okay, pretty much, because once you create the content once, you can reformat that content and reuse it. It's pretty cool. Christine, medical coding is good, right? I used to when I used to have my online training business, 8-figure company, we used to sell medical coding courses. We used to sell courses for medical coding, which is big in the States, right? Children cooking is great if you niche it. I've got a friend of mine who does, I think, Caribbean cooking. There is a woman online who does, I think it's a sewing niche she's in, and she generates, I think, 7 figures a year from a WordPress membership site. And she doesn't do online live coaching, but if she did live coaching, she could probably charge extra. So I think you can. Those are things that you can definitely create online coaching programs, and especially on the children front. When you get the niche report, have a look at that, and you will be able to decipher exactly if you make money for it or not. How much time do you think the homework takes weekly? That's a great question. That's a great question. Really depends. I mean, the homework should not take you more than a couple of hours a week, to be honest with you. Depends what you're doing. And don't forget, you got access to me as well. So it's not as if you got to reinvent the wheel and do it all on your own. If you're stuck at all, you have access to me for 6 months on a regular basis. So we can always jump on a Skype call. I can always take you through it and help you, because my main aim, right, is to get this coaching program up and running. Once it's up and running, we're all done. You've got your content, it's all there, the program's created. It's just a matter of running it, then marketing it, then taking a break, and then doing it again. Janet, I need to set up a back end for my book. I wonder if this might be a work. You know what? Absolutely. Let me tell you something. My book, Guerrilla Marketing Joint Ventures, on the back page, you get access to something called the Joint Venture Academy. And that is where all my training is, on this online coaching platform that I'm talking to you guys about. You'll get access to my personal online coaching platform where all my training is. And what I do is I give some training away for free, generate the leads, and then I upsell them to other coaching programs. So yes, back end for your book, you would give them access to your online coaching platform with your training in the platform, right? So yes, we can provide that for you. What about public speaking and confidence building? Patrick, I've done it all over the world. I've made 7 figures public speaking. If that's what you want to do, I can also help. I was going to put a module in there, but it doesn't really tie in. But if you want me to create a module that shows you how to sell online coaching programs or coaching programs on by platform speaking, I can do that. Not a problem at all. Guys, if you want extra things in it, I'll put it in there for you. What's your opinion on a community building online coaching program? Community building is great. Here's the thing, guys, Remy, when you look at a business idea, try and figure out how you would monetize it, right? Throwing an idea up is great, but have a look out there and see if someone else is doing it. Like with me, I always look and see what other people are doing. There's other people in the space doing joint venture training. There's other people doing coach certification, but no one's really doing online coach certification, And let me tell you guys just a sneak peek. When we launch next year, we will have separate diploma courses for different sorts of coaching, life coaching, relationship, dating coaching. We may have that if there's a demand for it, but right now I'm just teaching you, and I'm providing you with a foundation platform to be able to coach what you already know, right? To get you off the ground straight away to make money. Are you the coach? Yes, I am. I am the coach. I'm a certified coach. So I have 3 certifications for different coaching. So I will be the initial coach to start off with. Later on down the line, we'll bring in more coaches. So yes, it has to be me initially, because I've done this and I've made money from it. So what better person to learn from than me? Okay. Now, if you come on my program and you make money and you do really well, then yes, in future you'll become one of my licensed coaches. Remy, thank you for the answers. Look, this is what I'm here for, man. I'm here to answer questions, and that's what I'm here to do. So your first live calls are set for pretty much October the 15th. But like I say, once you guys are signed up, and I get to talk to you on a one-to-one. If the dates don't work for you, we can figure it out. We're always flexible on dates, so don't worry about that. It's everyone will get access to the live coaching. 1 hour 39 minutes. Jeff, 1 hour 30. Well, yeah, true. Sometimes what can you do? I could jump off after 1 hour 30 minutes, but then I wouldn't be able to answer questions. So if I was to go off now, I would disappoint a lot of people, because let me tell you, 100 people, there's 70 people still on. So with 70% of you guys are still on. My credit card, billing cycle, blah, 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 can't commit. Yeah, sure, Patrick. What I'll do is, look, after this call, I'm going to send out the niche report, right? And in the bottom of that, I'll have a link to the page. Now, if we've sold 18 spots by then, the page will not be there anymore, right? So I understand some of you are saying that, look, I make a payment this week, or I just gather the funds. I appreciate that. Not in my control. The page will be up there. I'll send you guys the link. If it's still up there, that means we've still got spaces. If it's down, then email me, right? Send me an email, and I'll see what I can do. If I can squeeze you on to the program, then I'll see what I can do. Okay, I can't promise anything though. Okay, great webinar. I've decided to buy. Well done. Thank you, Ernie. Yeah, you know what it is? You will never see me flogging anything on webinars, right, that I don't know about. So if I do it, and I've done it, and I know how it works, and it will benefit other people, then you know what, I'll do it. I don't be shamed about selling, okay? Call it serving, right, more than selling. And it's what we do, right? And we have to do it. Why not? Because if we're offering something that's going to benefit people. Now, look, I'm not, I have high-end programs, right? And they're very, very intense programs. And and touch wood, thank God, I've had, I set out when I created my high-end programs to create 6- and 7-figure joint venture brokers, and I did it. I've had 2 people do 7-figure deals, and I've had people do 6-figure deals. So, I set out an intention, and I achieved that goal. So I'm really happy with that. My goal for this program and with the online coach school is to free up more people, and you know what, get them to make money online properly. I'm sick and tired of the make money online BS that's out there. I want people to create their own business and lifestyle, and I love people, man. If you ever see me speak live on stage, you'll know where I'm coming from. So how similar is this to Frank Kern program? Yeah, you know what, I have access to as a joint venture expert, I have access to nearly everyone's programs, and that's the beauty of being a JV guy. He's done okay, I've had I know a couple of people who've gone through his program, and they've done really well. But it's very intense selling. It's like really hardcore. All they're concentrating on is the numbers, which I don't like. I don't like people saying, okay, I've hit 100K this month. I've got a target next week to hit 200K. Yeah, that's fine, but you're not really doing anything for people, are you? You're just treating people like numbers, right? So I'm not a big fan of that. But that's what they do. They make money. They're happy. They're happy doing that. So hey, that's what they do. My email, I'll put it in the. Now you know what I'll do. Here's what I'll do. When you get the niche report, just email me back on that email. Okay, that's the email that I'll send that to you guys. Patrick, anytime, Patrick. I'm here to help as many people as I can, and I really want you guys to take the leap. I really want you guys to actually do it. $277 is nothing, seriously, for you to create 100K business. It's absolutely nothing. For those of you who want to pay the full price, you get all those bonuses, which is pretty cool. And that one of the great bonuses there, as well as that, I will JV with you to help you promote your program. Now, here's the thing. Do you know what I charge for JVs? I charge anywhere between $20,000 to $40,000 up front as a retainer to take on joint venture projects. Okay, so that's primarily what I charge. So, if you for $1,500, you're getting a bargain. Let me tell you, you're getting a bargain there. A bargain. Okay, so guys, still here? Any more questions you have? Where are we now? We're doing really, really well. What time did we start? I can't remember now. 10. Okay, we're coming up close to 2 hours. This is really cool. I do enjoy answering questions, and I'm trying to. Ernie, I bought by Ernie. I bought, by the way. What? Okay, no, that's cool. Thanks, Ernie. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what you've whether you've gone for. What's that? Has to work, or my wife will shoot me. You know what? I'm in the same, not in the same boat that my wife will shoot me, but it's something that I'm doing, and I'm passionate about it. And I myself want this venture to work. I want this new venture to really, really work, so I can get it off the ground and help more people as much as I can. And like I say, my programs, they'll be small. We'll have probably a max of 20 people on each one, and we'll try and help people as much as we can. So thanks for that. Thanks for making that commitment, and thanks for all of you guys who've actually signed up today. I really appreciate that. I don't know where we are with the numbers, but we'll see where we are with the numbers. Like I said, when we hit 18, I think we'll take the page down. But I will send out the report and let everyone know to get the report and to go ahead and sign up. So, okay. No, thanks, Ernie. Thanks for that. I look forward to our one-to-one call as well. I love one-to-one calls. Strategy sessions, I really love. I use strategy sessions a lot to filter people, especially when into my high-end coaching programs. And look, you get access to everything. I'll even open the doors to you in terms of how I promote my high-end coaching programs. If you guys want to get into that one day and do sort of live programs or public speaking, I just ask me. I've got loads of experience, wealth of experience of doing some really cool stuff. So I can definitely help you guys there as well. Come on, guys, you're still here. I can't believe you guys are still here. All of you are still on the line. Just fire away your questions. Ask me any more questions. Whatever you guys want to ask. Any more questions? All right, let's see. Guys, there's still so many of you on the line. It's unbelievable. I don't want to start calling out names. Anyone else? Okay, so a couple of you guys have signed up. I really appreciate that, guys. Thank you very much. Thank you. Okay, cool. All right. Thank you, guys. Okay, cool. So I think we're done then for today. So, guys, I'll get the niche report out to you guys to have a look at. And no, thank you very much for that. I really appreciate all your time and all your effort and energy today. And yeah, look out for the niche report. It'll probably come out today or tomorrow, and there'll be another opportunity for you guys to have a look at that first, because a couple of you are saying also that you want to have a look at that first before you make a decision to move forward. So that would be cool. Any difference in promoting in the US or UK? No, I wouldn't say that, Jamit. I promote because you're online. You can promote anywhere. I would promote in dollars. So pretty much stick to dollars, okay, when you're promoting your online coaching programs. So I enjoy it. I'm to other business. Yeah, that's fine, Mike. I mean, if you have any questions, look. If you want me to even look at any other business opportunities that you're engaged in, you're welcome to send me an email and I will look at it. Even if it takes up my time, I will look at it and tell you whether it's worthwhile. I've got lots of experience of business. I'm not going to be one of those guys that says, you know what, if you want to talk to me or whatever, I'm going to charge you. But you can email me and I'll look at it for you. Helen, no, that's fine. If you want to sleep on it, that's always the best thing. It's like decipher all the knowledge. If you've got any more questions, Helen, you know where I am. So and you know me pretty well, so that's fine. Want to take a look at the report? And oh, cool, Carla. Oh, nice. Okay, cool. A lot of you want to have a look at the report. Yeah, you know what? I'll get the report out to you. Don't worry about that. Have a look at it, and look, it's pretty cool. You'll be able to see from that. Mike, what I'll do is once you get the niche report, at the bottom of it, on the last page, I'll put the link to the order page again, and I will also drop my email, my private email in there as well. Do you think explainer videos and business video marketing would be good? Yes, yes, I do that. I do business videos, and let me tell you, I used to run an 8-figure online training company, right? And we had an office in Clearwater, Florida, an office in London, and we used to fly authors to our offices in Florida, record their training, and create training programs from it, right? So that will give you an idea, okay, if you want to do that as well. So yes, you can. I would say this is definitely a good market to do. Explainer videos and business video marketing is very good. Business video marketing is huge, huge right now. So, there's loads of stuff you can do. It's absolutely phenomenal niche. Okay, right, guys. So still got a couple more questions coming through. That's absolutely phenomenal. Okay, yeah, yeah. Okay, so yeah, guys, that's fine. You get the report out, and you'd be able to see in that and have a look and see what you guys can do from that. So I'm almost ready to call it a day. Again, guys, there's the link, onlinecoachschool.com/order. Put that in your bookmarks, and that'll be on the report. Jamit, what happens if one is technically challenged? How much technical ability? Okay, look, we provide everything for you. We'll also assist. If you need help, you have an online coaching platform, so you don't need to learn any technology. The platform we have is simple point and click, so you don't need to learn technology for that. It's all incorporated into our own online coaching platform that we have, so you don't need to learn any of the techie stuff for that. Okay, so you don't need any technical ability for that. No technical knowledge needed. The coaching platform that we have, that we've developed, that we have other people using, is very, very friendly. Okay, very, very user friendly. So no, you don't need a huge technical ability for it at all. And like I say, if you went for the full price and you JV with me, I'll also help you with your webinar. I mean, and if you wanted to, I don't mind sharing my GoToWebinar account and running your first webinar for you, as if you went for the full price option. Okay, 1497. Let's see where we are. Okay, that's good. Okay, another person. Hi, so I'm really interested. I'm really eager. I've got my finger on the button right now, but I'd love to see the niche report so I could see what opportunities there are in there, and then I'm happy to move forward. No, that's fine. That's fine. It's okay. It's I have 18 spots, so like I say, that'll go out to. I'll see if I can send it out tonight, possibly straight after the webinar. Would that help? Put a yes in the chat box if you'd like me to send that out in the next sort of 30 minutes. Put a yes in the chat box, please. I don't mind staying up late to do that. Yep. Yes in the chat box. Oh, cool. Okay. All right. Cool. Okay. All right. I'll do that. I'll stay up. I'll stay. That's cool. No problems. I'll stay up. I'll stay up a bit later, and I'll get that report done. I'll put the link in there as well, and I'll get it emailed out to all of you probably in the next 30 minutes. That's fine. You'll have it in your inbox. So yeah, you have it in your inbox. Look out for it. It will say, "Here's your niche report." Yeah, here's your niche report. Yeah, something like that. I'll think of the subject line. Yeah, always staying up. I don't try and stay up too late nowadays. I make sure I get at least a couple of hours sleep. But yeah, it's pretty cool. It's nice to stay in bed sometimes, though. It's pretty cool. Okay, now you guys are still here. It's unbelievable. What? Okay, right. So, I will take one more question. Look, we've got 5 minutes. I'm going to hang on for 5 minutes. So if there's any more questions, I'll take them. And if not, then within the next couple of minutes, I will end the webinar. But no, thanks guys for coming. I hope you really appreciate the content as well. And You know, I try to put as much content in there as possible. And some of you guys are actually going out there to do it, so it's great. Make sure you let me know how you get on, and if you're stuck and need any help, you know, you're welcome to reach out to me. Okay, so I think that's it. It's unbelievable. We've hardly had a drop off. That's probably due to the reports. That's fine. I'll get the report out to you guys. All right, guys. Thank you very much. Have a great evening, morning, afternoon, wherever you are in the world. And I really appreciate you guys coming for the webinar. Yeah, definitely going to be a good night. Get plenty of sleep. All right, guys. Take care. Thank you very much.